Happy Sunday. It is definitely Sunday for us. We got something cool going on today. So, bear with me as I get this all set up here. Trying to get it so I can read you guys' comments also. So I don't know if many of you guys caught my video already or not. Those who have know kind of what's coming. I told you guys there's going to be new and different things on my channel this year, and there is. And hopefully you guys stay with me and learn something along the way. So, as you're jumping on here, make sure you say hi. I want to know that you're here. I want to hear your little voice. I want you guys to say hi as you're jumping on. Don't be afraid. Everybody is welcome here. Also, be respectful. Amy M, hello, hello. How are you? I'm glad that you liked your little spoon. I actually have it sitting right here. That was so much fun to do. Thank you for the challenge. I appreciate that because that was fun. That was so much fun. Hi, Happy. Hello, hello. Like I said, I don't know how many of you guys have caught my video that I put up, but to kind of explain what we're going to be doing on this channel now. It's going to be the same thing. I'm still going to be woodworking. I am doing absolutely wonderful. I feel so much better now that I know where I'm going. So, for those of you guys who don't know, God has granted me a lot of gifts in life, right? And so I'm chiming in on some of them gifts that He's given me. He's given me the gift of gab, and I'm great at that, and I know that. And I'm great at wood carving. Well, I shouldn't say great. I'm good at wood carving. I'm very musically inclined, which a lot of people don't know that I am, but I am very musically inclined. I play the saxophone, the flute, the clarinet, the fiddle, and the piano. So just not all at once, but I do play them. So I'm going to start using the gifts that God gave me. So that being said, my first gift is the gift of gab. So I'm going to try to do a lesson in everything that I do. Today's lesson is about walking past the ugly things in life and how if you would just put a little bit of kindness into the ugly, it could be beautiful. And I'm going to flip my camera around. So this is the back gate to take the trash out, right? And I go out this gate 3 or 4 times every week. And there's the ugliest piece of wood laying there. Now, as woodworkers, we're going to stop, we're going to pick up wood, we're going to go for it, right? But every day we walk past these ugly things and never think a thing of it. It's just an old rotting log sitting there. But what if you could take this old rotten log and turn it in to something beautiful? Hi, Dad. And I'm thinking that's what we're going to do today. This old rotting log that's just sitting there, kind of. Okay, had to turn my Wi-Fi off because my Wi-Fi is being silly. So we're just streaming from data. So hopefully it won't be too bad. So in life, we always walk past these things that are just totally ugly, right? They have no hope. Kind of like this little thing right here. It just has no hope. It's losing its skin. It's all black. Kind of nasty looking. People worried about, oh, there might be bugs in it. There might be termites. There might be something living in there. Oh! Pretty hard. Hit the ground. Well, you start giving it some love and start taking away part of the ugly. Peel back the skin. See what's underneath there. See if maybe there's something pretty in this. You never know until you try, right? It's kind of our lesson for today. Kind of something I want you guys to work on for the week. Find something that isn't pretty. Find someone who isn't pretty. Whether it be the homeless man on the corner that's all dirty and grimy, just walking by and saying, God bless you and keep you. Give him a little bit of love. Just that little tiny bit. Just say, God bless you and keep you. And keep walking. You don't have to sit there and have a full-on conversation with them or take him home and give him a place to live or anything else. Just simply say, God bless you and keep you. And that'll make a difference. Just that little bit of love and care. My wig, this isn't a wig, honey. It's my actual hair. I don't know, my stuff is frozen up here. We are going to put you in timeout. Same with this one. If I have any moderators on here, you guys can help with this. I don't need them kind of people. Right, you never know. There could be something really gorgeous laying underneath all that rot on that log. Just buff it up a little bit, and I bet you something pretty comes out of that. And we're going to see today if we can make something pretty out of that. Because, you know, the other day we took that ugly piece of firewood and we made that beautiful cat. You know, that ugly old piece of firewood that was in a fire bundle, and we made this gorgeous thing. This thing, I love the grain in it. Right? Yeah. Sorry, I don't wear a wig. But yeah, we made that gorgeous cat out of an ugly piece of firewood. Who would have known? So we're going to see if you, kind of a lesson of if you give something just a little bit of love, a little bit of care, a little bit of kindness to it, it can turn into something so beautiful without you even knowing that you're doing it. Whether it be just holding the door open for a little old lady with a walker who can't quite get the door open with her walker, just opening the door for her and telling her, have a blessed day. Something so simple could absolutely change that lady's life. Because who knows, maybe she's going through a rough time. Maybe she doesn't have any family. Maybe she doesn't feel like she's loved. But yet somebody opening that door for her and just saying, have a blessed day. Maybe that's going to just make her feel so much better. You know, there's always so many times that there's so much hate in this world and discontent that we just need some more love. And that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to give this nasty, rotted old log here, we're going to give it love. We're going to see what we can make this be. Which I already know what I'm going to make it. Because I had a lady from Maryland reach out to me. Most of you guys don't know this. When I was carving that cat, I don't know, this lady from Maryland, she caught my live later on, after I was not live. And she reached out to me, sent me an email. And she was like, you took that log and you made it into something so beautiful. She says, I wish somebody would have done that with my brother. He was a drug addict. And had somebody reached out and been so beautiful to him, maybe we wouldn't have had to bury him. She says, but I'd like you to take something and make a beautiful owl for him because he always was so attracted to the owls. She said, I never knew what the attraction was to the owl, but there's something there. And I highly believe that people are attracted to certain animals. I really do. And that's just God's way. So she asked me if I would make her this beautiful owl. So today we're going to take this old nasty piece of wood, and we're going to take him and turn him into a beautiful owl just by giving him some love, some care, some kindness, and make him beautiful. And that's your guys' challenge for this week. Do something that is kind, loving, and it will turn into something beautiful, okay? So that being said, I'm going to put you guys in the holder so you guys can kind of watch what I'm doing. Yeah, I know we're probably going to get some booty shots. That's just normal. Just typical. But we're going to take this old piece of log here. And first, I'm going to have to make him stand straight. We're going to have to give him some love to make him stand straight. And then we're going to turn him into a beautiful owl. Yes, this will be good. This will be a lot of fun. So first, let's get him sat down here. Let's get him. Let's get him so he set straight here. I think we're gonna go this way though. I'm gonna cut all that off right there. Somehow we're gonna keep him there. I'm not sure how, but he's gonna stay there. Okay. I can see an owl. Hi, bearded Vikings here. Daniel's here. We're taking this old nasty log here. We're gonna give it TLC. We're gonna make this beautiful. Daniel, that's what we're doing. It's kind of a lesson, life lesson, that if you take the things that God gives you that are kind of ugly in life, and give them some love, they can be absolutely beautiful things. I'm almost thinking, I almost want him crooked, kiddlywampus as he is. Can't say the word, so we're saying kiddlywampus, y'all. Okay, I think he's going to stay this kiddlywampus, and he's going to be a simple owl. He's going to be an owl. Okay? Now, in order to turn him into something gorgeous, he needs to be grounded, just like we do. We need to be grounded in God to be able to be gorgeous. So, we're going to ground him. Whoops. Let's go the right way. And he's still pretty wobbly. Maybe. I gotta find a different way to do this where I'm not upside down all the time. I just don't know how I'm going to do that. Hi, Kevin. Hello, hello. So, we're going to take this ugly piece of wood. He's going to become something absolutely beautiful. First, we're going to put on our PPE. Right? Got to put on our protective gear. Believe me, I know. Definitely don't do this without the eye protection. Don't do it without the respirator. Or not respirator. I just wear a mask. But let's get our stuff on because we don't need nothing in our eyes. We don't need to be breathing in the dust. Because that's not good for you. So, on goes the eye protection. Now where's my mask? And it's so funny because I have such a little face. Seriously, the eye protection is way up on my forehead because my face is too darn little. And I haven't been able to find these like in a kid's size. I guess maybe if I could, they'd probably work better. Okay, so we got our mask. Get that on. You guys probably won't be able to hear me so well, but I will keep talking through this, I'm sure. Make sure we get it underneath there. Alrighty. We're loaded. I'm going to just sand him down. See if maybe he's a diamond in the rough, just a little bit underneath the surface. We got to change out our thing, though, because that's not going to work for us. So we got to change that out. Oops. Maybe. I can get it to unlock for me. Okay. We're going to use one of our new bits that we got in the other day. I was showing you guys these bits I got in. And we're going to try them out. This one's just an easy one. It's not an aggressive girth one. I don't want to go too aggressive to start with. I want it to be nice and gentle to start with. And then once we get past that top layer, we're going to go in more gur with it. Make sure that it's going to turn here. Okay. So, yep. We're going to use our grinder here. Well, looky there, guys. Look at that. Just a little bit of TLC. I already made that log look so much better. So much better. I can see an owl coming out of this. A very beautiful owl at that. I do see his top here. But yes, this is what we have underneath. This is gorgeous. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to make it come this way. Right like this. Go. Right like that. Where is my marker? I have a marker here somewhere. Okay? I'm going to kind of draw him a little bit so you guys can kind of see what we're coming up with here. So the tip of his nose is going to be right there. So it's going to come this way and come down. And then this over here, going to be the tip here. And it's going to come down right like that. And there he is. You know what? We made it come down further than that. Let's come down here. Let's make him have a big old beak. 1 and 2. Right like that. I like that better. I think he needs to have that pronounced beak there. Okay. Once again, we are going to change out our bits here, I do believe. I'm almost tempted to try this one. I haven't tried this one yet, but I'm wondering if that might be easier for me to do what I think I'm going to do here. So let's just change that tip out here. And go ahead and put that one on there. And I might have to change my guard just a bit here to make this work the way I want it to. Okay, so let's put that back on here. Alright, we're going to flip this. This is going to go to almost 90 degrees there, I think, to make that work better for us. Right like that. I think that's going to work good. Can that fix my card here? Hello, everybody who jumped on in. I haven't seen you guys. I was doing this. I couldn't see you guys jump in. We're going to change our guard around here just a bit. We're going to do this side. Oops. So I do want his head to kind of slope together. I want his head slope backwards. So we are going to use the chainsaw just momentarily here. Go that way. I got them shaped in there a little bit better. And now it's time to carve again. I am going to, however, change this up one more time. Well, maybe. I'd have gotten it too tight. Here we go. What's everybody up to? We are taking something that people would think was total trash. We're going to turn it into treasure. Just like we should be doing every day in our lives with things that people say are trash that aren't. wiping these today. See? This is what I like the best right now. That sounds weird, but it really is. I think I'm going to stick to that one. Some of these act a little bit different on different wood, and that's why I'm having a hard time with figuring out which one I like the best here. I wonder if that couldn't go this way. Put that into there. Well, rotating around. Enough. I unplugged myself. But can you guys see that coming along? It's going to be an owl. Yeah, I've got two different grinders. This is the one I tend to like the best. Um, Granted, I do have different wheels to it also, but I'm kind of liking this one. It's just round, and the thingies are right there. That's why I changed my guard so that I could do it better. And now, where I'm doing the top here, I got to change my guard again. And all of these are different as to how you change your guard angle. Mine, I just kind of flip that switch thing there and go around. And that's all the further it goes on this side. That's all the further I need it to go. And I can make it work. Okay? See? Pretty easy. Alrighty. You guys able to see that? It's taking the shape of an owl. Now this is going to be a simple owl. He is going to be super simple. There's not going to be much to him. He's not going to have all the elaborate fixtures and everything else. Yeah, I got this off of Amazon. And I love these things. I love these discs. So I've got that round one. I've got one that is very fine. And then I've got one that's more coarse. It also came with one of these. I can't wait to start using one of these, but I'm not brave enough yet. But it's like a chainsaw on there. It's amazing. And then I got this one too, and I haven't used it because I'm not real sure how to use it yet. I have to do some research on that one. But yeah, it came with all that stuff. So it's pretty cool. I'm going to put some sanding paper on there, and we're going to sand it down. Then try to get some different grains going out of here for it. Don't mind me, guys. My nose is running. I've still got my little cold. Hi. Oh, is Kentucky in here? Oh. Hey, Junior, how are you? Auntie loves you, misses you. We're making an owl. We're showing kind of showing how sometimes you can take things in life that are just but ugly. You can make them into something absolutely amazing. God does that every day. And we should too. If we see something that's not desirable, we should make it beautiful. Working a lot, that's good. I have been too. I haven't gotten out here to the shop much. Alrighty guys, look at that. He is nice and sanded. Now we just need to poly him. So this is just a simple owl. It's what he's going to be, just simple. He's staying right like this. This is all he is. So what we're going to do though, we are going to poly him. I don't know what color wood he's going to be. I don't know. Whew. Guys, thank you. I have to get that mask off. So, now we're going to polywally doodle him. I got sawdust all over in my hair, y'all. Because sometimes, God's creatures need polished. And that's what we're going to do. We're just going to polish them. Redefine them a little bit. So we've already taken that ugly piece of wood and turned him into something absolutely amazing. So let's see what else he turns into once we spray some good old poly on him. Oh my. This is when the beauty of the wood comes out. You never know until you poly them what they're going to look like. Now this guy's kind of light, I'm not going to lie. He's a little bit lighter than I'd like him to be. Kind of like him to be a little darker in color, but you know what? That is gorgeous. Absolutely, stunningly gorgeous. I'm going to take you guys off of here and let you get a little bit closer view here. I'm going to flip you around. Look at him. Just a simple owl. Nothing too terribly difficult. But when you look at him like this, you can see it's supposed to be an owl. Just simple. Not complicated. Thank you, thank you. I really like how I never know how they're going to turn out till I hit them with the poly. Then you get to see all the grain work into him, which I don't even intend. That's God's working. He's like, yep, I'm going to put this grain here. And look, there's still some ugly. Because you know what? Not all of us are made perfect in God's eyes. Well, we're all perfect in God's eyes, but we all have our imperfections, right? So it is this little owl. He has his imperfections. He's still got a little bit of ugly here. But you know what? That's what makes him him. And that's why we're not going to change it. We don't want to take too much of the original away, because then you don't get... Sorry, guys, I'm trying to get my lid off again. Because then you don't get the original piece. You know what I mean? You don't get what you originally started with if you take all of it away. You've got to leave some ugly to make it beautiful. These people who totally redo all their wood and make it just all nice and shiny and gorgeous, you gotta leave some ugly, people. Leave some ugly. Now, he looks amazing when he's shining like that. Just a stunning little owl, kind of cockeyed a little bit. But he's allowed to be. There doesn't always have to be massive detail to make something gorgeous. Sometimes, simple is better. And in this instance, look at the grain. I mean, the grain in this thing is just wild. Considering this was the old rotted log that's been sitting, it's been sitting in my yard. And I'm not joking, guys, this thing's been sitting in my yard for years. And I've walked past it every day. Never thought about making something beautiful out of it. Leave some ugly. Yes, definitely. That's going to be my new thing. Leave some ugly. Because can't be party all the time. Right? So anyway, guys, I wanted to come on here. I wanted to give you guys that lesson about, you know, there are things in life that are ugly. And yet, we walk by them every day. Whether it be the homeless guy on the corner, whether it be the drug addict that's walking around on the sidewalk, whether it be the old lady with the wheelchair or the walker going through the store but can't reach something, can't open the door. There's always a little bit of something ugly in this world. And we all need to learn that if we do just a little bit of care, a little bit of kindness, a little bit of TLC to it, then it turns out like something very beautiful, just like that little owl there that came from that ugly piece of wood. Just a little bit of TLC. It didn't take much. It didn't wear me out. But he's beautiful. Yes. Yeah. I mean, who would have known that ugly old log sitting in that yard could be something so gorgeous, so beautiful. So guys, your mission this week, if you see something ugly that people consider ugly, whether it be the 90-year-old cranky man walking around all grumpy all the time, say good morning, God bless. Just walk away. Do something kind. Give something a little bit of TLC that people don't think is so beautiful in life. Do that this week for me, you guys. And when you do, drop me a message in here. Let me know what you did. Because we all need to know that we can do something to make something beautiful. Okay, guys. Well, I'm going to jump off my preaching box here. Literally. And I'm going to catch you guys later. Who knows? Maybe next time there will be a little bit of music involved in it. You guys are so welcome. Thank you guys for joining me. I love having you guys here. You guys mean the world to me. So I'm going to let you guys go. Let you guys go watch the football for the week end day thing. Because that's what I'm going to go do. Watch the football now. All right, guys. Love you. Dot out.